Well, our bags are 99% packed. Well, where are we going? Well, we are going on a big loop in the United States. It's going to encompass Colorado, of course, Utah, and we're even going to be making it up the coast of California with a dog, Charlie, with a sister-in-law, Gwen, and my beautiful best friend and wife, Tommy, in this Tundra. Well, that sounds like a pretty big loop. Exactly where are you going? Well, we're going to start off by going to California to see Kelly in a town called Temecula. Temecula is near San Diego, and spend a little time with her. And then we're going to go up to where Tommy used to live in a chapter of her life in Glendora. And then we'll head up to a chapter in my life, Santa Barbara. And then we're going to be going up through Solvang, up the Pacific Coast Highway all the way up to San Francisco. We'll spend a day there, and then the next day at Napa, Sonoma, and then over to those big redwood trees, Sequoia National Park, and then back to Utah again across Death Valley, and going through Bryce National Park, up through Moab, and back to Glenwood Springs, and then back to Denver. This all starts tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock sharp. Be there. Look to the left quick. It says Johnson Tunnel. That was finished in 79. The Eisenhower Tunnel finished in 73. Now that's not the other side of the tunnel, but that's some of my creative editing. That's not either. But anyhow, when I went through it in 73, it was only finished on the right side, the Eisenhower side, one lane each way. This is Vail Pass here. The river's on the wrong side, pay no attention. This is Utah. More Utah. More Utah. A lot of the trip was Utah. Pretty state. This is one of these pullover places, and don't look over the edge, you might fall. Ah! More Utah. And then we come into Arizona. Now we just cut a little corner off of Arizona, about 60 miles worth, and a lot of it is this. Doesn't seem like there's any exits or anything. There's no services, not even exits, let alone services. It's just going through these canyons before you come into California. Now look to the right, that blue sign. You have to look carefully. Welcome to California. We made it. Now the roads in California, a lot of them have the medians with flowers and so forth. It's one good thing you could say about California, but we're almost to Kelly's in Temecula. It's taken us 1,000 miles, literally, in 2 days, and now we're coming into Temecula, California to visit Kelly. You want to see what it looks like? Well, we're still about 10 miles out, but this is what it looks 10 miles out. Has it been a long time in a car, Gwen?
Yes, it has.
All right. Anyhow, we'll continue. We'll catch you later. I put the drone up here from our hotel. This is the outskirts of Temecula. You all know her.
How's it going?
That was weird.
This is the second time this has happened.
Okay, here we are in Temecula. We just met Kelly and Kyla, and we went to a favorite Mexican place where they were closed because they ran out of food. I guess it's the second time Kelly's experienced this. But anyhow, we're trying to find another place and doing the best we can and having a good time. Back in a minute.
Really good. Like it's not too sweet and not too sour.
They do good here. Okay. I know.
Gwen, smile. The last time that Tommy went to California, she took Gwen with her. And they stayed at this place known as the Lawrence Welk Resort, shown here. Beautiful grounds. She wanted to show me that. She said, hey, let's go one other place. It's called the Ricardo Brasidas Studio, where they take steel and metal and they weld it into dinosaurs and action figures and insects and mammals. And this is that place. Flew the drone there a little bit. And then we went to downtown Temecula, where I continue to take chances and fly my drone. That's downtown Temecula. Charlie. This one right here is going on a cruise soon. Now keep in mind, we just got done eating at a place called the Swing Inn Cafe. And they wanted to go to Starbucks, which is, I think, Kyla's just come out of Starbucks, where it says they're open. And we just kind of walked the streets and kind of checked things out. Here's the cafe I talked about, the Swing Inn Cafe, where we ate earlier. This is more downtown. Temecula's a nice place. I liked it. Now you're going to see JJ walking here, and notice the buildings in the background disappear. Watch this. What happened? How do you do that?
Say something.
Hello!
It worked. Let's go. It worked.
These evergreen trees, they actually sharpen them with this pencil sharpener kind of thing. And they have vineyards and wine tastings all over. It's known for that. In fact, we stayed at this one place that I'll show you here in a minute. This place here, stayed there probably a couple hours and enjoyed a couple of frosty kind of wine concoctions. I don't know, they were good. At the Wilson Creek Winery. Okay, here we are. We are now in California, continuing on with the story. We went to visit Kelly yesterday and the day before, and that was all nice. And now we are in Glendora, where Tommy spent some time, and we're going to kind of check out the town and see what's down here, maybe get something to eat. You know, I really like this main street. I've never seen trees like that. I mean, I found that interesting. In fact, this is one of the highlights of my trip as far as I was concerned. We're going along looking for a place to eat, kind of hungry, and someone comes up with this great idea. I know where we can eat. Yeah, let's find one. This is right off Route 66. We might even find that donut place that's so popular, that Donut Man. But I'm really hungry for In-N-Out Burger. Gotta be one. There it is. Okay, that's all fine, but yeah, that's right. Looking for that Donut Man. We find it, but I don't see any of those strawberry donuts that are so famous. Looking, looking, looking. Come on, don't tell me you're out of them. There they are. Yeah, let's have one of those. Now, we can't get to Glendora without looking at a couple of Tommy's houses. This is one of them. Front view. Front view. Actually, this is a different house. Front view of a different house. I think we're going to have a side view here in a second. Yeah, side view. There it is. As we pull away. Yeah. Really? Now we're heading towards our next destination, which is a town called Lompoc, which is a little bit northwest. And we're looking for this town that I visited when I used to live in Santa Barbara years ago. It's kind of a cool little town called Solvang. Okay, holiday travelers, we are now in Solvang, California. Just got here and it's a lot of Amsterdamish stuff. and we're going to check it out. Maybe get a bite to eat, maybe not. See what strikes us. A little bit disappointed that the last time I visited this town, albeit 1974, 75, nothing but windmills. That's what I remember. Now this still has the look and feel of the town, but I'm missing the windmill. Gotta be one. And there's my windmill. Did you hear what she just said? She was trying to photobomb me. Problem was the camera was facing the wrong way. Anyhow, I'm getting hungry. Any place to eat around here? On the road again. We're on the Pacific Coast Highway, some sort of bike race going on. And I'd say let's pull over and put that drone up one more time. Here goes. More Pacific Coast Highway. Lots of turns. Time to put the drone up. This shot made me nervous. I don't like flying that thing over water, even those rocks. So I'd like to be able to find it. Pretty shot. Again, pretty nervous. I don't know why I practice it all the time. If I lose it here, it ain't coming back and insurance ain't gonna help. So let's get on the road again one more time. Seems like we were on this for 8 hours. I don't think it was that long. But now we're in San Francisco, heading to Fisherman's Wharf in a cab, an Uber. There it is. Comes again, buildings in the background, and then they disappear. Okay, this is Dan with his fake drone technique. He always tries to come close to tree limbs. Oh well, and posts. I mean, you're not allowed to fly a drone here, so this is my attempt to make it look like a drone. Okay, Dan, see that yellow sign? Go right between it and the wall. Yeah. Fake drone. Here's where I wouldn't have wanted to spend my summers. Out on this little island. Here's a couple guys that are going to make a big turnaround in their lives. Okay, the plan now, since we paid for it, is to take this trolley, the Rice-A-Roni trolley, up the streets of San Francisco, probably the same streets in the movie. Hey, Charlie, how you doing? Squirrel. In the movie Bullet, way back, probably flew over these streets, and we're going to take this all the way up to Lombard Street and see if we can't check that out. Now, I'm not going to do this real slow. Let's kind of speed this up a little bit. Now, what's not evident in this clip is that Tommy is carrying Charlie and the buggy all the way down as Dan is filming. Oh well, life isn't fair. No trip to San Francisco would be complete without driving your car over the Golden Gate Bridge. Now here's where I'm telling Tommy, or asking Tommy, would you please get to the right lane because I don't want to have an 18-wheeler get in that right lane and block my view. So notice, she's kind of getting over there. Come on, get over. There you go. That's right. Now I feel better. Now people walk across this, they ride their bikes across this, but if you look at that little wall, it's only up about 3 feet. That wasn't high enough for me. If you look over the edge, it's pretty scary. I didn't dare do it. People will clamp personal padlocks along the route as memorabilia. They come back later and that's our padlock, like anyone cares. But we went across this because we wanted to make our trip complete. And this thing is so large that they're constantly painting it. The painting is never done because if they get done with one part, then the other part needs painting. So they have a crew that paints this non-stop all year long. Tower number 2. Now Dan gets a little artsy with his shot as we go under tower number 2. You'll see what I do. He thinks he's so artsy. Well, this is kind of a cool shot. There it is. Time to put the drone up again. Where are we now? See if you can guess. This is between Sonoma and Napa. Nancy Pelosi lives down here, and the way I remember that is because there was a news story that listed the street that she lived on as Zinfandel Lane, and only because of the name Zinfandel did I remember that, and we drove by it, and we stopped soon after, so this might be one of her houses. You'll notice the big wall around it. Haha. Anyhow, this is vineyards, and miles and miles and miles of vineyards. We saw so many. And we got on this road, I'm going to show you in a minute as it curls around, that we went out, I think 22 miles, this one here, 22 miles, and got to the end, and the GPS said, go back 22 miles. And so we had to come all the way back this whole thing again. And don't always trust your GPS. Let's do one last little drone shot here and put it away for a while. And back to those beautiful highways again. So many highways like this in California. Can't believe they actually water. Anyhow, count the rings on this tree. Any idea where we are? That's right, baby. Sequoia National Park. That's where they got those big fat trees. Here they are.
Alright, now if we don't make too many stops, we should be at our hotel in 3 hours.
Okay, we did have to stop here. This is the northern route going across Bryce National Park. Turned out to be a bust, other than these shots. Got a couple of them anyhow. The bulk of it we missed because we were kind of on our way back home. So this concludes this video, and it's nothing but driving back now, except I got one more treat coming up, and it's Motel 6. But you gotta wait for it, gotta watch the whole thing.